Ladies and gentlemen, Primetime CP23 here, back with another Diablo 3 video. Today, we're doing things a little different. Today we're just taking a look at the final metagame for Season 12, which is going to give us a good look into what should be happening in Season 13. So starting things off with Barbarian, basically, Hoda was the way to go. Most of the top 10 clears were a Legacy of Raycor Hoda Barb using the Little Rogue and Slanderer set. We do have a couple variants here. We've also got a couple of Charge Barbs using the 6-piece bonus for the Immortal King's Call set and the 4-piece bonus of the Raycor set. And then, of course, where was he? Yep, then we have a person using Hoda with strictly Immortal Kings. So there is definitely some variation with Barbarian period, because I don't know where one is off the top of my head, but I gotta believe that my favorite Barbarian build, Whirlwind, has got to be up here somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is. This may be one right here. Nope, we're not. They just used the transmog for Whirlwind. But I digress. As far as Crusader goes, and I apologize, my internet's being kind of slow right now. As I discussed in my previous video, been having some internet issues, been having some computer issues with this brand new computer, so bear with me here. As far as Crusader goes, it's going to be 100% Akan's Condemn. Kind of shocks me that this guy doesn't really seem to have that many primals. He's got, wow, one that's not even ancient. Wow, that's terrifying. That guy could, if that guy had fully ancient gear, or fully closer to fully primal gear, he could clear a lot higher. But again, that's just kind of how things go. Like I said, that's going to be pretty much the entire leaderboard for the Crusader. Demon Hunter is going to be one of the most varied sets, or rather one of the most varied classes, and I expect that to continue going into Season 13. Topping off the leaderboards, we've got somebody using full-on Marauders grenades, which really surprises me to see that at the very top of the leaderboard. I'm just going to be honest. I didn't really think that Marauder grenades would be nearly this strong, especially when we're talking about non-ancient Endless Walk set. Really only one primal, and then of course pretty good augments, but that's to be expected. We'll take a look here at a couple more, because, yep, this is why. I knew there was going to be a couple of M6R6, or M6R4. I'm confusing myself at this point. Basically, 6-piece bonus for the Natalia's Vengeance set, and 4-piece bonus for the Marauders set. Again, using a Manticore and Cluster Arrow. This time, they're just using the Loaded for Bear rune. And then, of course, Reign of Vengeance to make the Natalia's set work properly. So that's 2 builds in the top 2 clears. And then down here at number 4, we've got a multi-shot Demon Hunter. A Unhallowed Essence multi-shot Demon Hunter. It's kind of ridiculous that there are 3 builds in the top 4 clears. That just shows how varied this class is. Then down at number 6, we've got yet another build. This time it's the Shadow's Mantle Impale build. This is going to be top of the leaderboard for a long time in Season 13, since Demon Hunters get the Shadow's Mantle set with Hadrig's Gift. So early on in Season 13, the leaderboard is going to be dominated by Impale. We'll see where it goes from there. But like I said, in the top 6 clears, we've got 4 different builds. And I know we have the ability to have Unhallowed Essence Grenade Generator right up there too. I don't see one right here at the top, but it is very, very possible. That's been the top clearing Demon Hunter build for a couple of seasons now, and that was before the buffs to the Unhallowed Essence set. So, Demon Hunter seems to be the most varied class. Honestly, if you're playing solo this season, I recommend Demon Hunter. And while we wait for this to load, speaking of solo, I'm also going to be doing these meta update videos all through Season 13, including talking about the solo self-found league. I believe it was actually started by fellow Diablo 3 YouTuber and streamer Leviathan. I don't know for a fact if he, came up with this idea himself, but I know he's in pretty high up in there. As for Monk, again, pretty much going to be dominated by Sunwuko Wave of Light, which makes it a little terrifying because Wave of Light, again, like the Shadow set, is the set that monks get with the Hadrig's Gift this season, in Season 13. So it's going to be pretty crazy. People are going to be 100% doing Sunwuko Wave of Light. That's going to be the entire leaderboard, without question. Moving on. Necromancer, of course, we've got a couple different builds that can be at the top here. We do have the Pestilence set, which is at the top. Pestilence Corpse Lance right here. And I don't know if there will be any of them anywhere on the leaderboard we can find, but it's also possible to see a Tragoul's Corpse Lance Necromancer on the leaderboard. Like I said, I don't know where one is, but I know that build is plenty powerful to get onto the leaderboard also. Witch Doctor is going to be another one of those classes that's pretty much dominated. In this case, it's going to be dominated by the Arakir Firebats builds. As you can see here, going to be using 6-piece Arakirs with Firebats. Cloud of Bats. It's not a surprise why this is the top clearing build. With the newly buffed Arakir set that was buffed in patch 2.6.1. 4,500% is a pretty big damage multiplier. So the fact that this is top of the leaderboards does not surprise me at all. And as for Wizard, which is the class that I mained during Season 12, we've got all Meteor. Most players on the leaderboard are using the Firebird variant. Personally, I never used the Firebird variant. I always went with Taurasha because I don't like Firebird. Plain and simple. I don't like the playstyle. It's not as fun. But all that being said, you can't argue with the leaderboard. BVC managed to clear a Greater Rift 120 solo with the Firebird Wizard. Okaper cleared a 119. And Styx cleared a 118. As you can see, I cleared a 102 in 14 minutes 53 seconds. I was actually on my way to clearing a 103, which would have put me into the top 800 on the leaderboards for solo Wizard. And the season expired on me as I was about to get to the Rift Guardians. So that kind of sucked. That was wildly disappointing. But it's over now. That was Season 12. It's about to be Season 13. I'm ready to get on with Season 13. Moving on to the 2-player leaderboards. It's going to be mostly Monk and Wizard. Z-Monk and Wizard, of course. As you can see, just a typical ZDPS Monk and a Star-Packed Wizard. And that's pretty much going to be the top of that leaderboard. Looks like we do have a dual Necromancer setup using mini rat runs. I say mini rat runs because instead of being true rat runs, it's just 2 Necromancers. One using the Rathma Singularity build, and one, of course, using a ZDPS Necromancer setup. Moving on to the 3-player leaderboard, we're going to be looking at Z-Monk, Star-Packed Wizard to clear the Rift, and a Corpse Lance Necromancer to kill the Rift Guardian. Almost every group is going to have that same composition because it's really, really, really strong. As you can see, almost actually every single group in the top 10, every single one of them had the same composition. Now, these groups also, several of them had people who have been removed from the leaderboards because they were banned. Personally, I think if you were involved in a Rift Clear where one of the people was banned, your Rift Clear should be cleared off the leaderboards, but that's not really my place. And of course, for the 4-player leaderboards, we've got Z-Monk, Z-Barb, Star-Packed Meteor Firebird Wizard, and a Corpse Lance Necromancer. That's going to be the top group, the second group, the third group, the fourth group, the fifth group, the sixth group, and probably all the way down to the 1,000 area on the leaderboard. Actually, apparently I'm lying. The group that cleared a 120 and was 1,000th on the leaderboard had a Witch Doctor instead of a Wizard. But I digress. So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, that's going to do it for today's video. In the future, as Season 13 rolls along, we're going to be also covering the solo self-found leaderboards. It's going to be fun. We're going to be giving updates. I will do a 3-week rotation. I'm going to do a video every Sunday. Basically, the first week I will do a solo leaderboard update. The second week I will do a group Greater Rift leaderboard video. The third week I will do a solo self-found league leaderboard update, and so on and so forth. So that way everybody gets a little attention. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Because I don't think I had ever officially announced it, I'm announcing it now. I will be playing Demon Hunter at the start of Season 13. Going to be maining Demon Hunter. I'm going to be pushing solo with the Impale Demon Hunter. I also plan to run a ZDPS Monk and possibly even a ZDPS Necromancer as the season goes on. But my main class is going to be Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is my favorite class. I love me some Demon Hunter. Can't wait to get back on the Demon Hunter. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Please stay tuned for more Diablo 3 videos. And of course, make sure to check out my Twitch. Twitch.tv/PrimetimeCP23. We're going to be streaming a lot this season. We're going to be participating in the Level with a Cause charity event on opening weekend with a goal of $100. I think we can do it. We're going to make it happen. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. And until next time, this is Primetime CP23, and I'm out.